News from the 2016 Republican presidential field: Rick Perry, former Republican governor of Texas, is officially running for president. He was mostly just criticizing Obama in his campaign announcement, saying, quote, "We have the power to make things new again, to project America's strength again, and to get our economy going again. And that is exactly why today I am running for the presidency of the United States of America," going on to criticize President Obama, apparently ignoring over 60 consecutive months of private sector job growth, ignoring an unemployment rate that is and has been lower without repealing Obamacare than what Mitt Romney said he would achieve by the end of his first term, assuming he repealed the Affordable Care Act. Perry apparently not caring about any of that stuff. Rick Perry, I am thinking, Lewis, is the most ludicrous and preposterous candidate in the field right now.
Well, I think that was Ben Carson, who has kind of disappeared. I think still Perry was a joke of a candidate in the last primary. He was a joke of a governor, and he's a joke of a human being. And I'm very much looking forward to his shenanigans now.
The smartest thing Rick Perry did last time he ran for president was not accepting Mitt Romney's bet of $10,000 over some minor political disagreement during a debate. That was the smartest thing Rick Perry did. Now, some of the dumbest things he did were saying, for example, that inequality is not a problem because the Bible predicts poor people will exist. Tweeting that the district attorney is the most drunk Democrat in Texas. That wasn't smart. Calling for prayer in 2011 when Texas was having water problems. Basically, the elected governor of a state saying, let's do a rain dance, something essentially like a rain dance so that we get rain, saying that he never struggled with the possibility of executing an innocent person under the death penalty, which he has actually done, ordering Texas prisons not to follow rape prevention laws, and saying that the Affordable Care Act is a criminal act. You'll also remember when he told Christian soldiers to stand their ground against Obama. So a lot of stuff in the con column for Rick Perry. In the pro, he had the wits about him not to bet Mitt Romney 10 grand during a debate.
Right. Making him look like more of I don't know, someone who's more in tune with your average Joe, I suppose.
And it's so funny because we've gotten so far from any real connection to the average person in these debates that it's seen as a sign of almost Republican populism that Rick Perry didn't bet $10,000 against Mitt Romney on a whim. That actually distanced himself from Romney, who has who knows how many houses and his car elevator, couldn't identify a chocolate donut, and has made a living essentially picking apart companies and saying 47% of the country is just takers who will never contribute anything to society. Compared to that, Rick Perry saying, I don't really bet, and I'm not going to bet you 10 grand to see who's right about this. It was almost like a Bernie Sanders moment within the context of the Republican Party.
It was, but I have a feeling that the only reason he didn't accept that bet is because he wasn't sure that he would win it.
Right. Had he been sure he was right, maybe he would have bet the 10 grand.
Yeah, because we know his judgment is terrible.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. Next, what is going on in the music industry, streaming services, record labels? Are we seeing an NFL style taking advantage of the employees the way we've seen owners do to NFL football players? Anthony Fontana will join me next.